Alright, so I always wanted to do a playthrough through this game. Fallout New Vegas, I think, is the best all-around game that was ever made in my lifetime. There's a lot of other great games, but for this one, for some reason, I always come back to it. It's the most fun. It's the most fun for, I think, a lot of different people that like to play. Shooting, RPGs, just wacky stuff, serious stuff. I mean, it's just all around just so good. And it's a blast. We're gonna keep this very hard settings. Hardcore mode will be on. I do not have any mods on right now. I'm gonna keep it modless, just with all the highest settings we can do. And we'll see how it goes. Start a new game.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier.
Alright, that's enough of that. We'll get going. If you want to know the story, you can watch some other videos. This is about it. So all the DLCs come with this This game, I guess it's like the Game of the Year edition. I don't know. I used to play this game on PlayStation 3 a lot. And I bought it for a computer later on. So I'm pretty sure this has like everything. And the DLCs in this game are by far my favorite DLCs of anything. They're all so well done. They're very good. You get your money's worth.
How about that?
You know, Fallout 3 too. Same thing with that. I thought they
there,
were really good
easy.
DLCs also.
You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
That's my girlfriend's name, so we'll go with that.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I mean, you can see the graphics are a little bit older, so
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
alright, so here's all the
Looking
important
good so
stuff.
far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Now here's the important part. We can do it all at the end here. Alright, so we'll put them all at 5. Luck's important. It's a good way to get money. I'm gonna mess around agility also. Intelligence is important. Charisma is not that important in this game. I personally don't think so. You can make up for it with money. There's so much stuff that you can sell, and it's just not that important in this one compared to other things. Endurance is kind of important, especially when you're playing on a very hard level and in hardcore. Strength too, so maybe we'll put them up. Maybe I'll put agility up 7. I just think agility is very important in hardcore too for VATs. So we'll see there. It's kind of all pretty even except the charisma, but you'll see how I go through and do all this. But I think that's pretty fair.
Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good.
I'm gonna take everything from this dude too, by the way.
Nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
This is another part that doesn't matter, these answers you give him, because you can change it afterward.
All right. I'm gonna say a...
So we're just gonna blow through this. You can go through them, they're fun. Some of them are pretty funny, but...
What do you say you have...
You know, it's just not... You can change it, so... Like here, you know, it's selecting these out of your options, but we'll select them. Repair is important, I believe, personally. Lockpick's important. This is just right off the bat. These are important. Like from the start, I think they're important because you can always build all this up later on. Like Snake, we're gonna really build that up. We're gonna build a lot of things up, but for right now in the beginning, it's kind of important to go with these. Let me see here. I'm just gonna throw it on guns, but we'll see.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Okay, so this is a pretty cool, fun thing that Obsidian did in this one, was add these other perks that can hurt you too, just like Fallout 2, I believe, had something like this. And that, you know, I like this. I like small frame. It's going to give me more agility and get your limbs crippled easier, but throughout the game we're going to strengthen them. Also, you can get a couple of rewards by having your limbs crippled. There's even some perks you can have where if you have more limbs crippled, it helps you do other things. But this you'll get, actually, I forget what they're called, not an award, but you know, it'll show up in the corner and then it makes your, you know, limbs that much more resilient to getting hurt. So I'm just going to use this one. Wild Wasteland's fun too, but you know, if it's your first time playing through, maybe you shouldn't use this one. Check the game out, what it offers, and then play it a second time and do Wild Wasteland, because it is some cool stuff. It definitely changes some things, like some guns you can't even get, and some with one or the other, they switch them. So for now, we're just going to use small frame. But you know, look through them, they're kind of cool. Some of them are broken, I believe, like 4 eyes. I think that one's doesn't work. Somebody, it's a bunch of people told me that. And then the metal one, I don't know. Oh, you know what? That might just be in the game. Okay, that's just a other regular perk once we move up.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Okay, so before we leave, we're just gonna rob him of everything because he's cool with it, and we're gonna go sell all of it. You know, no, we don't have to get the pre-war books. Probably should just leave the pre-war. Fuck it, we'll put it in the dumpster. Save the pre-war books. You'll use them later on. You know, if you want a really strong playthrough. I forget how to crouch. I don't even remember the buttons in this game. Well, there's jump. Oh, maybe it won't let me crouch yet. Okay. But yeah, we are gonna play on hardcore mode. That's another thing that, you know, when this game came out, I honestly wasn't that like hyped for it when I seen it, because I was like Vegas. I was like, eh. Loved Fallout 3. Thought that was the best game ever at the time. I'm a big RPG fan. Like some other of my favorite games are Chrono Trigger. I think that's like freaking, you know, 10 out of 10 game. And I love the shooters. You know, Modern Warfare 1, 2. World at War, the old school Medal of Honors are excellent too. You know, there's a lot of good games out there, but for some reason this and like Skyrim, I'll always keep coming back to. Like, it's just a lot of fun to just start playing a new playthrough. It's a very long game. It's lengthy. You can really, your different playthroughs can matter. I'm not gonna take any more books because I'm gonna run out of weight pretty soon. Cigarettes are worth some money. Now, I'm not going to get a lot of money for these at first because my charisma is so low. But, you know, like I said, there's just so much stuff. Here's a hat. That's important. You know, he's got, like, right away, I think you can do a couple things. Just glasses somewhere here. Yeah. I always thought it was weird, you can't pick some things up, like the fan and the telephone you can't pick up. It's strange. Okay, I'll take all that, and then this is the broken gun, and I think we can fix it. Yeah, because we had the repair up, so now we have a submachine gun. Not a huge fan of submachine guns, but, you know, something. Now here is something, I don't have my science up, but we can come back and actually do this later. Once we get the science up. That was something I was debating. I was debating whether to put it on guns or science as my last one. I always felt like science is a little more important at first in Fallout 3. But in this one, I'm just trying to remember. I could be wrong. I haven't played this in a little while. So I don't remember, but yeah.
Here, these are yours.
No, he just gives you the stuff, helps you out. And yes, we are going to play this. And this is what I was saying. This makes this game a 10 out of 10. This part, the hardcore mode. This is one of the first games I remember to start doing this. And it was, at first, it seemed like it was really hard and weird and just, it's like a lot of work. No, it's not a lot of work. And it's not crazy, like, difficult. I'm not a huge fan of some things, like Fallout 4 did, and, you know, like, you can't save, and there's just a lot of stuff that this does it right. Drink, eat, sleep, and you can't heal like real fast. You know, you'll see, and I'll explain how to do it. But yeah, we are going to use this because it just makes it the game. And I think we can put our stuff on now. So apparel wise, we get a lot of free stuff. I'm gonna use lightweight hat, reading glasses. We'll go with that for now. Metal armor is just very heavy, and agility -1, so it's just not that much difference. That's not too bad either, but you know, DT's 8 on the lightweight leather too, but the difference is the weight. This is only 10 pounds, and the armored vault suit is 15 pounds, so that's just not worth it. Same with this. DT's only 4, but the weight of 15, I mean, that's a lot. Cool with the lightweight. Leather armor, you know, it's light armor, so it's kind of cool. It's not medium. What else do we got? We'll hold on to this jumpsuit, speech +2. Actually, we could put that on first, so help us talk to people. So now all the DLCs are gonna show that they're loaded. They're all gonna pop up. Yeah, see, it's just loading all of them. Here's Victor.
Howdy,
He's
partner.
the one that saved you. He's gonna kind of shadow us wherever we go secretly, and you'll find out why later. Now you can check all these mailboxes around this town here. A lot of them have magazines, which are very helpful. But for now, we'll see here. Now, right off the bat, my favorite thing to do, by far, and my favorite companion of any game ever, is Eddie. Eddie is amazing. Eddie's such a great, he's like a dog, kind of, but like a robot. He's a robot that floats around with you, and you can upgrade him. He has his own story. That's kind of cool. A lot of them have their own little stories. But yeah, here's a free magazine, you know, in a mailbox there. This trailer is always important. You never know what you're gonna get. I don't think they're always the same stuff in here. I'm not 100% sure, but sometimes we can get a sensor module, and that's what we need to help fix Eddie up. Yeah, there's one there. That might always be there. So that's something you want to grab, and you don't want to sell it. You want to hang on to it, because you can get Eddie pretty quick in this game, and that's a big help, especially for spotting, to help you spot people and stuff. Sometimes, see, we can't take that. Maze is pretty good, that corn, or May, I don't know how to say it, but, you know, for the hardcore mode, it's kind of important. Because I think it holds both healing and, yeah, here's reloading benches and stuff. And we can do all that stuff later. I don't know, so this is this guy's shop. These are important too. I mean, I never even realized they were in the game my first couple playthroughs, but you know, you just select it and it's gonna save it. Now you can put stuff in here and it'll go, instead of having you to lug around everything. You can put everything in here and it'll show up wherever else you go, which is pretty cool. But we have to find another one before we can do that. So we're just going to use this dumpster, basically, as somewhere to hold stuff for now, because we just don't have a lot of room. We don't need binoculars. We can hold on to that. We could probably sell a machine gun. We're going to upgrade them pistol. Don't need a knife. I need a laser. Grenade rifle. I guess we can hang on to it for now. Shotgun's important. Spears, we'll get rid of them right away, and that's kind of cool. Some things don't have weight, some things do. We're gonna drink all of them sarsaparillas. Doctor's bags, we could throw one in there. Keep water, keep some food. Blood packs are only good really for crafting. We can get rid of some of these. Or you know what, maybe we'll use them on the spears. I don't know if you can do that. I never use that stuff too much, so we'll see. Miscellaneous, we'll keep some stuff we need. A lot of this other stuff we can sell. Crutches you can keep to make doctor's bags. Same thing with syringes. But I don't think it's really necessary. You really get a lot of that. You get a lot of the doctor's bags, I think. Pre-war books, you know, we'll save all these in the dumpster here. And ammo, I guess we can hold on to that. We don't have the laser rifle with us, so yeah, that brings our weight down a lot. Stealing's pretty easy too, and karma's not really that important in this game. Not like the last one.
Howdy. What?
You can talk to him if you want. He doesn't really say too much that's important. We're gonna meet a chicken here that's gonna help us in the beginning.
Cheyenne, stay. Yeah, meet me outside, behind this.
So she's like a little helper with the quest. Now, how do I crouch? Okay, good. So I'm hitting, so I can just steal whatever, and nobody's gonna do anything. And that's pretty much it. It says you lose karma, don't worry about it. It's not like Fallout 3. Nothing's really gonna happen, and everybody's gonna follow you. So I don't really, never really understood why they did that in this game. We don't have to hack up yet. We can open that later. But there's some water, alcohol. And we can probably just drink them now. It's gonna give us bottle caps and some store bottle caps here and there that we can use on a quest later. Don't make the mistake of coming through this door the first time too. My girlfriend did that and got all pissed off and didn't play the game again. So don't do that. Go in the front door. Not sure why this is like a locked door. I guess because it's like their storage room. I don't know. But I think we can fix that radio later. We're hidden behind the thing, so we can steal whatever we want there. This guy, for some reason, can't see us. Now we can. But you can always do things like block people's vision if you want, you know, and go through all that. And I'm not sure it's really all that worth it, so I don't do that. But we can a couple times later on to get some cool stuff. But for now, we're going to play the game. She's going to help us shoot. See how much I suck.
See the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
Also, you can use these as hotkeys to help you bring stuff out quicker. So we'll put them all around. Alright.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Wow. Controller's so sensitive. Let me see. Did that save that? Damn. Let's see if it makes a difference. Oh yeah. Wow. I have a really cheap Xbox controller here. That's way too slow now. Jesus.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Alright, you know what? I should kneel down, that'd be easier.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start.
Oh yeah, that's way too slow. Sorry guys, it's been a while. That's better. There's a really great guy that does playthroughs, like no kill playthrough and kill everything playthrough. Really great guy. I think he's a British guy, and he doesn't kill the dog, and I think that's great. And I just wanted to say that. He probably will never watch my video, but if he does, thank you for not hurting Cheyenne, the dog. Dogs are awesome. I'm pretty sure every single person that watched that, unless you're a serial killer, thought that's a good pass for you. You're good.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? Bunch of little...
Alright, we gotta get some geckos. Little bastards. Oh, I can build my sneak up.
Okay, you're on. We'll give him hell. Come on!
Got one
Oh,
of them.
that's it.
These are so funny, they're like Muppets. They look like they remind me of. Is that all of them? Nice. I think some lady starts screaming and she can die, but you don't want to let her die. You want to try to get her. So, you know, we'll save it. This is a good way to... In case you mess up, you can always do it. Remember to save once in a while. I never do. So I'm sure I'll get pissed a couple times in this. Where's the other gecko at? Oh, that's pretty good water there. No radiation. That's nice. Even though we have full health, I'll help you drink. I don't think in the beginning here, for hardcore mode, they start affecting your stats until you're ready to leave this area. Once you leave this area, the game really starts. It even warns you. You'll see. Where the hell did that other gecko go? It's not important. Where's she go? See, a lady like screams, I think, or something.
See? You're getting... There's 2 more wells that's... Come on.
And I'm gonna switch to the shotgun. As soon as that lady screams, she's getting attacked, so you want to help her quick. Right down here, yeah.
Get out! Well, that's the end of that. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here, like, I came up here to draw water.
See, then you get some good reputation in Good Springs, which is good. That's gonna help you out. That lady dies pretty quick sometimes, though, so you gotta really get down there and help her out. And don't shoot her, because then you end up getting negative. And we didn't get hurt, so... Scrap electronics. I think we need that for Eddie too. I think we need 2 scrap electronics, maybe a sensor module or 2, And scrap metal, 3 of them, I believe. But we'll take all that stuff because it's pretty good. Whoops. But yeah, see, you can store stuff in all kinds of stuff, but I would suggest storing stuff in that dumpster in camp there because I know that it stays there.
Now that was some good work. Here's a little spending money for... One more thing I want... Thought I might...
She's gonna walk down and take 20 years to get to the campfire thing. So we could do that real quick. It's right down here. We just gotta wait for her. It'll take forever to walk down. Well, in the meantime, we can see if there's anything good in here. There's gonna be a guy that shows up here. Is she there yet? I'll just sleep for an hour. Oh, she's gotta be there. Yeah, no, she's there. Alright.
Everything all right?
We're just gonna teach you how to...
Everything all right?
Okay. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do now? Find a black flower. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, so we can fast travel now, right? So I know where a couple are at. So the first ones are right over here. You gotta find a Brock flower and a Xander thing or something. I'm not sure, we'll see. But over here. You can also store stuff in these mailboxes too, where you get the free magazines and stuff. Yeah, there's one in there. That's good. That's a good one too. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So this school up here has these little Manus things, which really ain't a big threat. If you want to save some ammo, you can do some melee. Just hack these stupid things up. They're really not like a huge deal. Is there another one? Is that it? So yeah, there's a flower. Here they are. Here's Xander roots. So we'll get a couple of them. You can use them throughout the whole game to make stuff. We're gonna go in here though too. There's a safe and some other stuff, but there's also those bugs in here. I wouldn't really worry too much about them. They're the same thing. They hit you, it's like 1 health or something stupid. The bigger ones are harder, but they're still not that bad. The weapons that they give you in the game, like this is a broad machete and some of the other stuff they give you, like weathered pistol. I'm not sure what the difference is with them, besides maybe a little bit of different look, but I really have a strong feeling, at least, that they don't wear down. You have to repair things in this game. Sometimes it gets annoying, especially on some of the stuff that doesn't have a lot of guns, like the Plaster Caster is a really cool gun. It's a lot of damage and it's a lot of fun to use, but man, it can be hard sometimes. So this you can open with the computer there if you have science up, or with a lockpick. It's pretty easy with a lockpick, and there's a lot of stuff in here, so we can take all of it. But yeah, you can use it with this too, and I don't think my science is high enough. Yeah. But there's some magazines. I don't believe there's anything else. You can also turn your light on in this game, something else I didn't know for a while, but just hold the circle button or the B button that opens your Pip-Boy up, and it lights your Pip-Boy up like a torch. And man, that's so important. There's even a perk that you can get that if you keep your light on when you're sneaking, it doesn't show up to the bad guys, which is pretty cool. There you go, there's a magazine there, Salesman Weekly, that's pretty good. It brings your barter up. Tin can. And we can also make scrap metal for Eddie, but I don't think it's that important, and we can get scrap metal all over the place. Scrap electronics are a little harder to get in this part of the level. Sensor modules also. But we'll see if we have enough once we get there. There's a future weapons today one, that's cool. It's for laser weapons. All these houses have a lot of cool stuff. And look, there's barrel cactus, that's cool. Stuff's just important for hardcore mode, but right now, like I said, since we're not really leaving Good Springs, it doesn't really start up yet, I think. See, our radiation's low. H2O is a little bit, so yeah, we did sleep, so yeah, it is working right now. So it's not that bad. Once it gets up to that first bump, it starts affecting you. Sometimes it takes, I think, agility away, endurance away, depending on if you're hungry, tired. But yeah, we can check some of these places here. One of these houses is supposed to be for me, I believe. Now this one's not, because I'm stealing from it, so... I don't think anybody's in here. I know the one lady that we saved comes in one of these houses. It must be her house, one of them. Victor's house is really important to go in because he has sometimes some really good stuff. Like sensor modules and scrap metal and stuff like that. Weapon repair kits. There's a vacuum thing. There's some money. There's a safe, but we need more lockpick to get it. Just remember it's there and we'll get it later. Oh, there's scrap electronics. We might have enough scrap electronics now. That's so great. That's really good. There's a crutch. There's a toaster and a toilet for some reason. Might have to unload some stuff soon here. Is there a front door in this place or no? No. No. Okay. So let's see. Try this house. So this is like the first house. This might be my house. So yeah, you could store stuff in here if you want to. There's a BB gun. Buff out, free drugs. Drugs are really important in this game, I think, personally, especially for hardcore mode and especially for very hard. You need to learn how to use them. There's a lot of useful food there. Oh, now we're overcumbered, so... Let's see here. Do I have a mailbox? Oh, we're probably not that overcumbered, so... We're a pound over, so we'll get rid of something stupid like the Braxo cleaners. Yeah, we don't need them for anything. They're not worth that much. So we came from that house, I believe, where the farmers are working. Here's a mailbox. Another great magazine. There's a magazine in a lot of those mailboxes, so you should check them out. Yeah, here's the lady that we rescued.
Thank you.
So So you gotta watch stealing from her because she's here. She stays in that room, I think. I don't know if she walks. Oh, she does walk around. Bitch. Where's she at? Okay, so she goes there. There's a shotgun. I don't like the single shotgun. It's not that important. There's a lot of stuff in there. There's another one. We're just gonna throw some junk in here because I'm overcumbered pretty good. Flour's kind of hard to come by in this game, and you can use it for certain recipes. Not that it's very important, but yeah. That's good for now, just to give us some weight. So sometimes these people have safes and stuff hidden, but she doesn't look like she does.
Howdy.
Howdy. Alright, let's check. Did I do that house yet? This is the house I was in. Right? Yeah, this is the one I came from. There's a mailbox out front and out back. Not much important in that one. So there's the house over there boarded up, but there is a mailbox there. Let's go to Victor's house. It's right over here. That's the guy that saved you. Alright, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Weapon repair kit. Love the soundtrack in this game. It's so great. We're gonna be overcumbered, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff in here though. Yeah, I love the soundtrack. So, like, perfect for the game. All the old school songs. I think we got enough scrap metal. We might have enough everything right now to get Eddie, which is really cool. If that's the case. Drink some water for free. You know what, we can repair maybe that to help us. So you can just match the weapon with a similar weapon and that will repair it. Oh. No, you can do that. Alright.
Howdy, partner.
So I think that's a decent amount of it. Let's go fast travel so we don't have to walk again. We'll go in here real quick. Oh, we have to finish the quest before we can talk to that lady. Okay. Let's go get the rest of what we need. Should be a scorpion up here somewhere. This gun's not very powerful, but man does it stay straight when you want to shoot quick. And we'll get some we'll get a scope for it and stuff, and it really does a terrific job. There's just some bloat flies up here. They're just these disgusting things that don't really do that much. They just spit maggots at you, I think, which is gross. And they will fly away, but I'm just finishing because they get annoying. We'll switch the other arm on while we're not talking for a while. So this is what we're coming up here for. So I can go back to the lady there and make whatever the hell she wants to make. Healing powder, I believe. Also, oh yeah, these are important to get. And here's the one for up here. You collect all these from each town you're in, and you can sell them for a decent amount of money. You can also get a shovel, I think, and come up here and dig this stuff up. Yeah, so we gotta get a shovel to do that. Should have bought it from that dude. So now we can fast travel since we have everything we need. Down this good spring source.
Let me see what you got. Yeah. All okay, that's not bad, see?
Hello? Can you help me?
So this guy asks for help, but he's a little shit and he tries to trick you. So we're just gonna kill him. We'll sneak though, so he doesn't see us. Get a crit. He's a bad guy, don't worry. Oh, he's got a roving trader outfit. That's great for bartering. Now we're going to be overcumbered, but we can fix some stuff. Oh shit, I dropped it. Oops. Now we can get some quests, now that it's officially started.
Hey! I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep
These
that in
guys are
mind.
noodles.
Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What do you want?
You can go over there. He can tell you some things that'll mark it on your map. But he runs out like a coward, and then he goes get all his buddies.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir.
You can sell a lot of stuff, which is cool. Oh, I already went over her. Oh, you know what? We can sell. What am I doing? She doesn't have. She's got that. That's pretty good. We can take that. And that.
Thanks. Looks like our little...
Alright, so we can, oh, we leveled up. So we're gonna put everything in lockpick for right now, so we can lockpick something later. And we'll also get Black Widow, I think. No, we can get that next, I guess. We'll do reload first. We'll do Black Widow next. We can repair the radio. And go get her, and she's gonna fucking leave.
Feeling thirsty? Yeah.
She can give you more capture borders up, but screw that. So we'll end the video on this one right here, but next we'll be venturing on and out of the Good Springs.